Okay, in today's episode, we're going to talk about a subject I find highly interesting, kind of dating and attraction and all of that stuff. I find that stuff to be incredibly interesting. I love when my coworkers have relationship questions. I've read a little bit, not that I'm going to talk about this today, but I've read a little bit about relationship psychology that's related to what we're going to talk about. And then also in Carl Sagan, some of his work, he talks about this sort of thing, why we're attracted to one another. Reason being, I recently made a TikTok on attractiveness and how some of my clients, how quickly they got girlfriends. My first two guys, how fast they got girlfriends after 2 or 3 months of my program was insane. I think one of them is actually 1 month in my program. And he had girls hitting him up left and right really quickly. Okay. Another guy, that first guy, he lost 20 pounds in a month. My other guy lost 46 pounds in 2 months. I was offering two different workout programs. They were actually doing opposite ones. They're doing different ones. I have my new way, the easy way that I talk about a lot. And there's also the old school way, which works really well too. Split routine, chest day, back day, leg day, all that. So why did that happen? Basically, let's start with facial symmetry. Not that it changes when you work out. Clearly it doesn't, right? Might give you a better jawline when you work out. That's about it. But what's happening when you look at another person and you think to yourself, damn, that person's freaking hot? Your brain, some part way down, it actually going, damn, that person lacks disease in their DNA, and our offspring, therefore, would lack disease in their DNA. This person would be phenomenal for creating more human beings and procreating and creating healthy, strong people. Some part of your body wants that. And facial symmetry shows a lack of disease in your DNA. So it's not just that the person's hot. It's not just that you find them aesthetically pleasing. Some part of us deep down, unbeknownst to us, knows this person is healthy. This person is strong. And you want your kids to be strong. You want your kids to be healthy, right? So facial symmetry shows strength. It shows health. It shows strong genes. It shows strong DNA. So your kid's chance for survival, the human population's chances, therefore, for survival increases. In a way, the hotter the person is, right? Kind of funny to think of it that way. But if the person, has a very symmetrical face, it shows that. Also, different features called secondary sexual characteristics of a person. That too, we tend to think of only like guys like girls with big butts, right? That's the thing. Maybe some guys like other things on girls, but let's just take the butt for a second. When shown side by side, two different girls, and you get to pick this girl, that girl, like they have guys that are straight that let judge these girls. Which one do you think is hotter? And just based on their butt. Okay. When shown side by side pictures, it's a landslide in a certain direction. It's not actually the size of their butt. When you show two girls and some girls had an actual bigger actual butt, the other girls had more of a curve in their lower back, thus tilting their pelvis, their hips a certain way. Those girls were the ones that were selected, not the actual bigger butt, but their butt stuck out a little bit more. So it looks similar. That shows a female that is good for like hips that are good for bearing children. Guys, unbeknownst to them, they thought they just liked big butts. We're selecting girls with a certain curve to the lower back. It's funny. I was joking around. I was telling somebody this, some people in the ER I used to work in, and this girl makes a joke like, hey, check my curve, guys. Because that's what's happening. That's what's happening is the part of your brain way deep down is looking for healthy offspring, looking for healthy kids or a girl that can have kids, produce healthy kids, have a healthy pregnancy. So all these things go into what we see. All we know is I'm attracted to this person. That's all we know. But when studied and when looked at, you see why, then you go, oh, we're actually able to tell, healthy DNA. We don't like examine the DNA. You just know by looking at them, which you didn't realize that. You look at the curve of the lower back, you think you look at her butt. Really, some part of your brain, like she would be phenomenal for bearing kids. That's what's actually happening. It's procreation. And then when you start a workout program, a lot of the girls that started dating the guys I was training, you look like a good, healthy physical specimen, right? You look like a healthy male. And a lot of girls are just attracted to that. It's not that they just big biceps and big chest. They're attracted to these secondary sexual characteristics like broad shoulders, strong chest, different things that make you a guy. Primary sexual is just like your genitalia. Secondary is what makes a guy more manly looking or what makes a girl look more feminine, right? So for guys in particular, when you work out, your secondary sexual characteristics are just increased. They're better. So it's not just that you're a guy because of your genitalia. You're more of a guy. You're more manly because your shoulders are broader, or you have more muscle, or your abs are showing. It looks like you could just take care of stuff. And some part of a girl that likes guys sees you and goes, yeah, perfect. Great for offspring. He's a strong, healthy male, phenomenal physical specimen for procreation. That's what's happening. That's why the guys I trained got girlfriends real quick. And anyone that is lean, has muscle, moves, your body wants to move. Your body wants to, the biceps want to contract, the chest, the pectoralis wants to bring your arm in this direction, wants to bring your humerus bone from back here to forward, right? Every muscle just wants to move. When you give it that, it doesn't just feel good. You don't just look better. Some people might say, I'm not attracted to muscle or whatever, fine. But for most of us, for the most part, that is a huge factor, is just a girl being more of a girl. Some part of you that you don't really have much control over is just simply attracted to that for a lot of guys. And then a guy being more manly for a lot of girls is just subconsciously attractive to them. And so starting a workout program, making yourself more of a good example of a physical specimen for your sex category. Yeah, it makes you a more viable candidate for dating. And so when I saw that, when I had my first two guys, man, how fast they picked up girls was like just crazy to me. I'm just over here. Yeah, you're welcome. But yeah, that's all it is. Oh, and girls really do the program too. They just look like you're active, you're physical, you move. And on top of that, confidence is huge when it comes to attractiveness. Confidence is absolutely huge. So when people work out, they tend to feel better. On top of that, their mental space is just better. They're just like, you're giving your body what it wants. So all of a sudden, you're just a more confident, happier person. You're fun to be around. That's attractive as well. Probably because it shows the same thing. Like, this is a happy, fun, active person. Our kids likely then, because I'm witnessing this, will be a lot like this, or this will be their father or mother. On top of that, sleep. We've talked about that before. When studied, attractiveness for sleep, because the next day you get up, you're a more capable person if you got a good amount of sleep. When studied though, they took two groups of people, or they took people and they let them sleep for 8 hours, right? 7 to 8 hours every night. And they got them up and took pictures of them in certain positions. The next day they cut their sleep after 4 hours, made them get up, same exact people, made them, if you're a girl, put on your makeup, exactly as you did yesterday. Took the exact same pictures and then did a side by side. They didn't tell the people that were judging them. That's the other group of people. They didn't tell the people that were judging them what the difference was in the two groups. So they took these people in the exact same position, the exact same person, same makeup, and they just let you judge which one's more attracted to you. They showed them all these people, same person, same pose, right? Everything's the same. Which one is more attractive? And by a landslide, it was the ones that got more sleep. The ones where they got 4 hours of sleep, they were viewed as less attractive to everybody who was judging them. So that's another factor as well, getting high quality sleep. It probably has a little bit to do with sleep apnea. So if you're someone that has sleep apnea, I used to have sleep apnea. Now I use a little device, a little mouth guard thing. It shows that your kids are going to have sleep apnea, so that you kind of look tired all the time and you don't function as well. Your hormones are lower, your immune system's lower, all these things go wrong. And then when someone sees that, unbeknownst to them, some part of their brain going, yeah, I don't know about this person. If I have offspring with them, our kids are going to have that. And that's not the best. So when you fix all this stuff, all of a sudden you're much, much more attractive. Last thing I'll say about this, I used to have really crooked teeth. I don't wear my Invisalign trays all the time now. So they're shifting back a tiny bit, but I pop them in every now and then. Holy crap, the amount of game I had after I straightened my teeth. It probably made it look like my face was lopsided or something. My teeth used to be really messed up. I fixed them. I don't know why I was so afraid of braces when I was younger. I should have done that a long time ago. The amount of people, the amount of girls that would have said yes to me after that to go on a date increased dramatically. I almost felt unconfident. I wasn't used to the type of girls that were talking to me. I wasn't used to like these really pretty girls coming up, be like, "Hey, how's it going?" I was almost like a little too nervous. Oh, wow, you're really pretty. And you want to come talk to me and hang out with me? Okay, sure. But I had this huge defect here. I had these really crooked teeth. And once I fixed that, again, the amount of girls that just would say yes to going on a date with me increased dramatically. So the more you can make yourself into a good physical specimen, the more you can make yourself into someone that would be attractive to the opposite sex, the more you can make yourself look symmetrical, muscular, whatever it is that your gender, whatever the secondary sexual characteristics are, the more healthy you look. It looks like you would produce healthy offspring. And some part of our brain, way deep down, according to Carl Sagan, especially in his book, Dragons of Eden, phenomenal read. I recommend it to everybody. The more we can look like that, the more the opposite sex wants to procreate with us, because some part of your brain thinks they would have healthy offspring. I would produce healthy offspring with them. So it's funny to think of it that way. Not just, damn, that person thought, it's your brain going, damn, that person lacks disease in their DNA. So therefore our offspring would lack disease in their DNA. And that's what's actually happening with attraction. So have fun with it. Go out, work out, try to manipulate your body to looking like the best physical specimen you can, just because it feels good. But on top of that, it really ups your game as far as people that want to make offspring with you. So it's, yeah, it's fun. It's fun endeavor and it's just good for you. Feels good. But that is a huge component in attraction. All right. Till next time.